Well, guys, here we go again. The new May update, the highly anticipated update for May has been revealed. I got this email sent to me and I was like, all right, I'll talk about it. Why not? I got nothing else to do. So, Championship Chase update May 29th. There's something really important that I want to talk about in this update that I think is just like, it's basically the definition of what this game is. Hoop Hustle mode, basically it's dynasty mode, but instead of going up against other live players, you're going up against computer generated players, and it's gonna be completely random players all mixed in a 5v5. The big idea behind this is the game is not performing well. The game is not, from what I've heard, a lot of other big content creators also stopped playing the game and they're covering other games and stuff. So like, I wasn't the only one. A lot of those OG NBA Infinite creators have left and there's not too many people covering this game anymore. You're gonna be playing up against bots because the ranked mode, playing with live players is brutal from what I've heard. There's barely any people playing the game. It takes forever to get into matches with other live players. So this gives you a chance to play the game still. But that is just like, the player base is dying. It's not there. Now this is the part that I think is absolutely ridiculous. Exclusive new player cards. This is the thing. Look out for new player cards featuring playoff versions of Shai, SGA, and Tyrese Halliburton. So they're repackaging two players that are already in the game as playoff versions. It's a copy paste. If that's literally what NBA Infinite has become. It's become copy paste updates. Now they're copying, pasting players and calling them playoff versions and just throwing some extra bells and whistles on them when it's basically the same player, and they're gonna have people spending money for that. I thought that was an absolute joke when I saw that. I was like, really? They're getting to the point where they're recycling players that are already in the game and they're trying to call them playoff versions. I was like, man, they really just don't want to give people actual new players. They want to go ahead and recycle players that are already in the game. What? But here's one upside to it. They're also going to actually add new players, apparently. Epic and rare cards featuring some people that necessarily, they're okay. But they're adding Anthony Edwards. Oh, wow. Mikal Bridges he's another one who's not too bad, but they're adding Ant-Man. That's going to be a big one. They're really going to get a lot of people to spend money. I imagine there's going to be a lot of money needs to be spent in order to unlock Anthony Edwards. From there, we got more training features. The new power-up training feature will provide you with valuable insights and quick access to tools to optimize your team. I don't know what this is going to be. Like, what is this? First glance at this looks like it's a tutorial telling you what you need to do. So basically you have this power up that's gonna say, hey, you need to rank up this character. Go to the gacha system and spend more money. Hey, you need upgrade materials. Go to the gacha system, get more characters, and then use those characters and sell them to get skill manuals. Like, this just kind of feels like it's almost an assistant pushing people to say, hey, you need to upgrade this, but you don't have the materials, so you should spend money to upgrade it, right? It's more like an annoying red dot. Those annoying red dots that appear in games, and they're like, hey, you can do something, do this. This is kind of what it feels like. It's just going to constantly remind you that, hey, you should do this, you should do this. And you're like, I don't have the materials. So then it's like, oh, well, spend money. Optimized gameplay and features. We've listened to your feedback and made several improvements to existing features. Expect smoother gameplay, better controls, enhanced in-game systems. I don't know what that's going to be like. Honestly, I don't even care to try it out. Celebrate the launch of the Championship Chase update. We've lined up special events that will offer unique rewards. I feel like this is gonna be more recycled content. I could be wrong. Maybe it won't be, but whenever I see this, probably recycled content. Honestly, for me personally, there's nothing that they could ever do to make me want to come back and play the game. I don't know how other people feel based off of what they did before when they pretty much scammed so many people out of all that stuff. And I had to stand up for people and I had to fight so hard just to get them to put the odd percentages in so people knew what they could expect. I thought that was just like, you know, that was the breaking point. That's the ending point. There's nothing that they can do, I feel like, to bring the player base back, right? Like, so comment down below if there's anything you personally feel could bring you back to the game, or is like all hope lost. For me, all hope is lost, and no matter what they do to the game, I will never go back to actually playing it. I can't. Based off of all that stuff that we went through and that they did, there's no saving grace. There's no saving hope. It's just kind of over. That is it. I just wanted to talk about this because this was just absolutely ridiculous to me. Playoff versions of cards that are already in the game, they're just remarketing the same players just in a different way. That I think is unacceptable. That to me is personally lazy. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.